Hello there, my name's Ms.RedNebula and welcome to Planet Ghostbusters. That is to say, Planet Coaster with Ghostbusters added to it. I'm actually here with my husband, Leezard, today, so we're going to play through the story-based mode of the DLC, and as I mentioned in the last video, there's going to be some stuff in there that was not stuff that I could really show you when I was just going over all of the scenery pieces and stuff, so it should be kind of fun. I suppose I should let my husband say hello.
What's up, guys?
Oh god, don't do that. We were just discussing how, like, every video on YouTube starts off with people going, "What is up, guys?" Especially technical videos for some reason. It's a thing. Oh, my character wants us to get started, apparently. Okay, so let's see what kind of trouble Slimer gets into here. Oh! I like it already. Everything turned green. Following reports of unusual disturbances in the Ghostbusters area of a new theme park, Walter Peck of the Environmental Protection Agency begins an investigation. An anonymous tip brings the Ghostbusters to the same park as the psychokinetic energy continues to build, it all points to something big on the horizon. Recommended. We advise players to watch the tutorial video and complete some career scenarios before attempting. Oh. That should be fun.
Nah.
Where's there a tutorial video? Oh, tutorial videos. Okay, I thought there was maybe a tutorial video for Ghostbusters in particular. I have done some of the career stuff, just it's been a little over a year, and hopefully I remember something about it. So, well, let's see. I also wanted to point out that if you want to, you can open this just as a sandbox so you can see what all is in it without having to go through the scenario. Alright, so let's try this out. I half expected this screen to be green too. I haven't actually just turned on the Planet Coaster soundtrack for a little while either. I mean, I listen to it all the time in the workshop, but it's just so pleasant. You're probably sick of it by now. I might play it a little bit here and there every other week or so.
I'm good at ignoring things.
Can't not love this soundtrack, though. It's so bouncy and so nice. Chapter 1. We've got chapters. Who you gonna call? Take charge of a new theme park featuring a unique Ghostbusters area dedicated to the iconic heroes. Walter Peck of the Environmental Protection Agency is investigating the park following reports of supernatural disturbances in the area. Key info: the EPA has imposed a fee on your park profits. Well, that's nice of them, I guess. Huh? Okay.
Some guests in your park and even some of your staff claim to have seen a ghost. Have they? Well, let me put that concern to rest right now. You see, there are no such things as ghosts. My name is Special Agent Walter Peck, and I'm the authority in charge of this investigation. Be assured the full weight and power of the EPA are now on the case.
Too late, Peck. The Ghostbusters are already here.
Ray stands. You and your fellow hoaxsters should be doing dinner theater somewhere and butting out of where you don't belong.
We're following up on an anonymous tip, Peck. Obviously, we could bury the hatchet and work together on this. Ghostbusters and EPA working hand in hand?
Ha.
Really?
Of course not.
I'm on to you, Stans. And when the time comes for you and the rest of your so-called Ghostbusters, I drop the hammer.
I hope it's not on your foot.
I hope it is, but...
I see you've already met Walter Peck, which means you must be pretty nervous by now. But as of this moment, it's the Ghostbusters who are on the scene. Ready to believe you and ready to help. That means your specters, spooks, and spirits problems are now in the hands of professionals. My understanding is that you may have run into a little friend of ours we call Slimer. Well, let me reassure you that he's relatively harmless for a Class 5 full-roaming vapor, which is to say he can bring down your whole operation if we don't get him under control. Oh, sorry, I realized. I haven't introduced myself. Really, I mean, I shouldn't have to, seeing as you must know the Ghostbusters, but just in case, I'm Ray Stantz, PhD, a doctor of parapsychology with a minor in metallurgy. I'm an expert in paranormal history and have traveled extensively, both in this plane of existence and others. I'm also a non-transient corporeal entity of the state, county, and city of New York. That includes the 5 boroughs, of course. And most importantly for you in this particular situation, I've been dealing with ghosts and other ectoplasmic-generated phantasms for years as a founding member of the Ghostbusters. All this is to say that you now have the best, correction, the only experts with the knowledge and experience to help you deal with your potentially possessed theme park. And if I might say personally, I can't wait to get started. This is gonna be great.
Okay,
I once
so
had a dream of something
Ray,
from my
stop
childhood.
interrupting us.
Something sweet and soft and oh, so full of creamy, pillowy goodness. And then it tried to destroy Manhattan, so I roasted it. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, the form of the destructor. So, let's put that misunderstood sailor in the park, and don't worry about that other stuff. Based on our extensive, and I do mean extensive research on interdimensional gods, admittedly after the fact, I don't believe sentient, angry, and grotesquely oversized marshmallow men can ever happen again.
It better not, because last time your elaborate prank left me covered in melted marshmallow.
Now that I can hope for.
I like him. He's destroying the church. That's a nice touch.
Yep.
Okay, can we do stuff now without Ray yelling at us the whole time? Research Stay Puft brand, employ 1 Stay Puft entertainer, and build 2 rides. Where are we getting started here? So, entrance to the park is here. Got a nice little train that goes around. Okay. It's very nicely done. Like I say, it's been a really long time since I've done any scenarios, so this'll be quite fun. I do like how they incorporated all of the facade type buildings instead of building complete buildings everywhere. It's just a cool touch because you get like scenery looking down the way, and those look like they could be actual buildings back in the back, but they're just the little flat
Now the call
pieces.
that came into the Ghostbusters office was an anonymous tip, which doesn't bode well when it comes to tying that to a paying client. Venkman and Egon said this was a fool's errand. Well, Venkman did anyway, but do what you love, and the money will find you is my motto. So here's how I see this working. Just like any elimination job, it's not just what you see, but what's hiding in the woodwork that matters. I suspect there's a lot more ghost activity happening here than what we have on the surface. So what we'll need to do is lure them out into the open, where the Ghostbusters' patented, almost licensed by the City of New York particle thrower can be most effective. I'll provide you with guidance for all things Ghostbusters for this themed area of your park. I'll make suggestions and requests that should make this section of the park more enticing to the spirit world. Talk about scary rides, right? If your park is haunted, we'll know soon enough.
Okay, so aside from the train, there are no rides currently. Am I right? Oh, I think there's a way we can see that. Like I said, I've just been doing everything in sandbox mode for so long that it's hard to remember how all of this stuff works. So we have no Ghostbusters currently. 2. Oh, there is. Okay, so that's the 2 train stations, and then we have the Ghostbusters experience somewhere or other. Where are you? This building. Okay, so we do have a ride, and everybody seems like they're quite interested in it. It has a very, very small line, so sooner or later we probably want to do something about that, but let's see if we can get some more people in here first. So just kind of like sneak down a couple of flats, because that's easy. Do we want stuff that's thrilling or family friendly?
I'd go family friendly first off.
Alright. I always like kind of just starting with something like this guy as a... Let's see, how do we want to position this little guy? I think I'll do him over here. Do something like that. And we can have... I'll have the exit come out this way. Give ourselves a queue. Oh god, everything's snapping. I don't want snapping right now. So I have a little bit of space so I can play around with some scenery around the queue here. Alright, we can just open these ones straight off because you don't have to test them. I don't have the exit connected to anything. I suppose I should do something about that. Let's see. I'm using the red here. I'll do that to make it look kind of like a sidewalk coming off of there. I guess just asphalt will do. See if anybody's actually interested in riding this ride. So we've got like $8,000 to play with right now. We do want to open a Stay Puft shop. Oh, we've got to research a Stay Puft shop. So, yeah, to start some research. Is that right? We've got to actually research it? Oh, objectives, not challenges. Research Stay Puft brand. Well, let's start some research. That's just going to be food shop, I guess. No? No, I want to Stay Puft. Can I do... Can't do another one of those right now.
DLC content in there.
Where do you mean?
Just about once you're free. Yeah.
Oh! Thank you. Does that mean that I can't get the entertainer? Oh, I'm gonna make it so the lighting isn't constantly going from day to night. It just bugs me when it's like that. Okay, do we want to keep researching Monsieur Frites then? I guess it doesn't hurt anything. It just gives us more options later on. Alright, so staff. Yeah, so we can't actually hire a Ghostbuster yet either. So I assume that means... Yeah, we got people queuing for that, so that's good. Yeah, I think we could probably do with a couple more trees hanging around this. Yeah. Let's see. Has no real prestige, and the queue scenery is kind of terrible. We're not gonna go like super crazy with the scenery on this one, and it seems like everybody's hyped up enough to ride the thing anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Let's actually... Are they saying that it's all... really good value. That's what you always look for. If they say that it's really good value, that means it's not expensive enough. So, let's see. Do we want to do this to maybe $5? See if they still think that it's real good value after a little bit here. There's our research ad. Okay.
Should we ride the Ghostbusters experience?
We can. I don't know if I want to do that just yet, because we're also trying to fulfill the challenges and stuff. Well, not challenges, the objectives of the scenario. Let's see. Might just throw down another ride someplace so we got some other stuff going on. Eh. Oh, do we have janitors? What's our staff look like right now? Not much. Okay, we don't have any janitors and we don't have any security or anything like that. So let's at the very least get ourselves a janitor, and mechanic would be nice too. Because surely stuff's going to start breaking down sooner or later. There are actual shops too. I don't know what everything is set up already. So, attractions and shops. Got an unstaffed shop because they're probably looking for a staff building, so we gotta see if we've got staff buildings too. Okay, these are right here. And everybody's very frustrated about the fact that there's no vendors in them. Okay, so let's get a couple more vendors. Here's something that sounds like it could be ghostly activity. Did you hear those little swooping noises sometimes? I'm hearing something. Okay, so we've got no energy, resting at staff building. Okay, I see. So whatever that noise is, I've heard that they'll turn up and just scare people, but they can also haunt rides and stuff, so I have no idea how the ghosts and stuff are going to turn up in this. Let me see how the staff that I've got is doing. Low workload on the janitor, that's good. Low workload on the mechanic. Got them serving customers and they're resting at staff building. I think we're kind of okay there. So we'll call... not just add them to the same building. Well, I don't mind if they're just go to whichever one that they want to go to. So that's fine. Add maybe... Okay. Got no track rides currently available. And just a couple of coasters, but they're probably going to be a bit too expensive to build right now. So our money's going up, but probably not super fast. Are these guys still thinking this is a good value? There's a lot of people in line, so yeah, let's charge you a little bit more, shall we? I'm a derp. Let's bump that to like 7. What about our Ghostbusters experience? Because I bet people are going to be really hyped to ride that, so... and shops, rides... Last month's profit. Are we not charging anything for you? Is that because we can't? Locked. This ride is owned by the Ghostbusters. Oh, fine. That's just rude. So I can't charge any money for that. I assume the train is being charged for. Oh, right, you do that via the It's the stations, right? Per station basis. Oh, there. Wrong one. Ticket price is $20. Okay, so we can... $7.50. Why can't I change that? Guess maybe it's locked since that was one of the rides that was there from the start, but usually that's not the way that it is. I'm gonna stick down just... maybe a whirly rig in here. Okay, so entrance will be this side, exit will be over here, and I'll make room for it. Hopefully it'll let me go oh, there's a path there, good. And I like the blue for this one. It's very oceany feeling. There's no artistry to this park. This is just my random whatever I'm doing is this good to go park. Okay. And then we need a queue going, rather a path going out. I really didn't want to change the color of this. I want this to be that color. And have at ya. Let's see. So I think we can probably bump this up a fair old bit just to start with. People seem like they're not being too stingy, so that's always nice. Still think it's good value. And people are still queuing up, so let's milk them for a bit more. Gosh, I feel like Disney. Yes? Oh, saving. Okay, alright. We're good. Okay, so that's the rides. How close are we to having our research done? Getting there. I assume the Stay Puft brand is also going to include the entertainer, since we don't have access to him currently, and it'd be nice to. What else is here? It's a little very weird river-looking thing here. We got plenty of room to play and grow. Is this an additional entrance? Oh, it is. Oh, cool. Nice, they've actually got 2 entrances to the park. A little boathouse. Hey, you guys queuing up? Go ride my rides. Okay, you've probably got a pretty low... Oh! Oh, because it's in the middle of all the trees and stuff, it's actually got a reasonably high queue scenery rating. Oh, it's so expensive. Okay. They won't pay as much for some of the kiddie rides, you see.
9.
5?
9.
I don't really want to listen to that. Oh, it's under art stuff. There. It still has music, but it doesn't have to be crazy music. So I think they're still thinking that this one's... We've still got good value on it, so I'm going to keep bumping this one up until people start complaining. And probably add a little bit more scenery around the queue here while we're waiting for the other stuff to come up. So let's see.
Do you have any small bushes?
Oh yeah, plenty of bushes. I was just thinking to do something maybe a little bit I suppose piratey would be kind of more for this guy, but we don't really need a lot for that. Let's see. Bushes are here.
Yeah, just run between the two paths.
Yeah. Let's see, that might be... That's not too bad. Maybe one of the... That's a good size. Alright. What else do we want to do? You guys still think this is too expensive, or are we okay with this? Still saying expensive, but that's like 1% of people. That's not too bad, because you've got people actually in the queue for it. I couldn't even line up for the aeronauts. Oh, because the queue's too short? Should be fine. Still think it's good value. What's wrong with these people? I know we're gonna probably be thinking about coasters and stuff here eventually. Yeah. Still waiting for... Nope, we've got the research done. Okay. Good. So I can... Like that. Reveal research. Stay Puffed brand. And some fries. Okay. So I believe that means we can probably hire Mr. Stay Puffed now. The choice is made, the traveler has come. Let's go spook some guests, shall we?
Yeah.
They say you're good at your job, which means you should be able to handle the extra attention this park is about to receive with some of the modifications we're going to be making. Oh boy, if they think they're afraid now, just wait. This is awesome. We're going to run a theme park with spirit and spirits. Let's start by
you're gonna what now?
some of your personnel issues. Sure, seeing a ghost can make some people, well, most people uneasy. And it's cost your park some of its workforce, so you need to get staffing.
And remember, Buster, I'm watching your every move.
That's Ghostbuster, Buster.
What modifications are you planning to make to my park? Alright, so 7 staff, which we're already good with. Staff building with a combined capacity of 6. So somewhere I've got a staff building that's got 3 and train 2 janitors to capable. The janitor seems like she apparently is pretty happy. Could do with the rest, so I'll probably want to have at least another janitor or 2. How's your... Staff happiness is high. There we go. So you've got a pretty good salary, so you seem like you're pretty happy with that. And if we gotta train you, you might not be happy with that afterwards. So you also have to keep track of your staff and make sure that they're pleased with... Okay,
So Stans claims you didn't call the Ghostbusters. Now, while that would normally work in your favor, I'm going to ignore that fact because I need him to sweat a little. That means you will as well. Therefore, all EPA regulations are hereby in effect. I'm imposing fees for our presence, which you will more than gratefully pay for. And if I sense any further disturbances or any environmental impact from this park, there will be further punishments, payments imposed.
Yeah, this guy's a bit of a... bit of a jerk. So, staff is generally pretty good. Like, some of them are not quite 100% happy, but... that's okay. Let's get some more people in here, though. I think we can probably use... let's see. Where's our janitor? Is resting right now, so let's get ourselves in another janitor. Don't seem to be having any trouble with vandals or anything like that. Oh. There have been some thefts. See, I don't have the notifications turned on. That's probably not helpful if I'm actually going to be playing a scenario, yeah? Alright, give me notifications. Settings, that's fine. I'm going to come back to this once I've got everything turned back on. Okay, so we do have some thefts going on. Let's get ourselves at least some security personnel hanging around in here. I think that the whirly rig's a good value, so let's bump that up just a little bit. And they still think aeronauts is a good value. Okay, so we've got the train and stuff going. I keep clicking on the wrong train. The train's going here, so second station, yeah, we can't. It's very expensive to get on at the second station, which is sneaky because you got people coming in from that entrance, and that's apparently the only way they can get anywhere. Well, I got some decent money coming in from that, so I guess I'm not going to complain too much. Right, quite a long line for the whirly rig here, so I might bump its price up just a little bit yet again. Go back up to 7 since people don't seem to be complaining about it too much. What's up?
Just checking IMDb, the two original actors for Peck and Stans are doing the voiceovers.
Yeah. Yeah, they got, that was some of the selling points that they were talking about with this DLC is that you've got Dan Aykroyd and, I don't remember Peck's name. Help.
William Atherton.
William Atherton. Okay, so the roaring noises that we're hearing seem like they're coming from... Oh, it's saving. The roaring noises we're hearing seem to be coming from here. A thief has been caught!
Right there.
Oh, it's this thing. Okay, so we don't actually have ghost activity just yet. So that did say that I needed to... Oh, it just said to research it, not that I needed to open a Stay Puft Marshmallow shop. I'm sure it probably does. I can't change anything about it, so they can just wait. Whirly rig is now a great value. You know, it's kind of just keep going up until they start complaining about it, really. Oh, 10% say the aeronauts is now too expensive. If you're around like 6% or something like that, say it's too expensive, that's kind of okay, and especially since you still have a good long line going. I should also check and make sure we've got all the other important things like bathrooms and stuff. Attractions and shops. How's our facilities? So there's a couple of toilet blocks. That's good. Like that. Oh yeah, no hotels, no restaurants. Ah, that's good. My security guards are doing their jobs. And we've just got the 2 shops right now. Should probably go to these and see if there's anything that we can do with the... Any guests are thirsty. Only got 1 drink shop, so we can probably do something about that. And these are really busy, so yeah. What's for sale is... my guys are super enthusiastic. Good, good. Yeah, we'll keep price syncs on for the moment anyway. It's usually a good idea to bump up the prices on stuff a little bit. Let's really get those Disney prices going. Where's a good spot, do you reckon, for more food shops? Do we want to start building outward, or maybe something... You know what? You are super loud. Shoosh.
Where's the Ghostbusters experience again?
It is back here. I don't know how much I can... This area I should be able to build some more stuff in. Because I know we had some blueprints for various shops and stuff that were Ghostbusters themed in particular. Which, we don't get any of those yet. Fine.
We have to research them later on.
Perhaps. Okay, so... What shops do we have available? Quite a lot. It's not too bad, really. So, if we want to put in more drinks... Interesting that we've got a gulpy energy, but it's not available to put in. So, I can just do like a vending machine somewhere too. I always forget that we've got vending machines now. So we can do something like, say, take this out here and we'll put in a little vending machine for them. Cosmic Goo! I like this effect too. I have nice little zebra crossings. This is interesting. It's almost like it's kind of like, hey, you can totally put a Street Fox coffee here when you get one. Okay, so it's still got to do the janitors and get a staff building going. So money's pretty good. Let's find our janitors. One of you's got a very low workload and one of you's got high. Really, I think I can just take the staff building and increase its capacity too. So, you guys are both still pretty happy at the amount of money that you've got. Can't train you here, can I? Oh, I can, yes. So let's get you trained up, and you've got to go to the staff building to train. So I'll let you go for the moment. Let's take a look at that staff building. Oops, vendors. Attractions, shops. That's what I was looking at. Where are the staff buildings? That's not a shop. Oh, staff building. Okay, so when you up the capacity of the staff buildings, then they cost a little bit more, but you can have a bit more going on with them. Ooh.
You deserve a little downtime.
You think I'm not onto your trick stance? Because I am, mister. And this time, I won't fall for them, or stand for them, or take them lying down, and I'm not bending over backwards either.
So basically, you're doing nothing.
Exactly. Wait.
I don't want to brag, but I'm something of a marksman when it comes to the particle thrower. I can hit pretty much everything with it, which sometimes, admittedly, can be a problem. I've set my best score on the shooting ride. Care to see if you can beat it? Just remember, you're playing with fire. Okay, more accurately, an unlicensed nuclear accelerator, so, you know, be careful.
Good. Great. I think that's one of the challenges. No, I guess not. I know that there's some stuff that you can do that has to do with, like, getting a certain score when you ride the ride and stuff, which is why I want to wait a little bit before doing so.
Okay.
Oh, no, that is apparently our next official objective, and got to achieve a high score of at least 2,800. I guess it's time to go ride some Ghostbusters. Hello? Bye? No, guest happiness is declining. Oh, it's got the high scores on here, that's cool. I wonder if that's actually Finn the Human that we know from the Channel 5 gaming. Let's start a shoot-a-ride. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see how we do. You guys aren't helping. Huh? Do I have limited ammo? This is great! I'm probably not going to beat his high score, am I? Oh, come on, sneak me some more ghosties to hit. Whoa! The mouse is being horribly unresponsive. It's probably a lot going on the screen. I'm blaming that. Come on. What? They tried to jump scare me. Oh. Things are getting scary.
Can you shoot the flat top?
I don't think so. I know the demon dogs are shootable, but only when they're the live versions of them. Hey. Ooh, very nice. And Stay Puft's not, but all of the little ghosties like here are. Or at least I don't think Stay Puft is.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to.
No. Very nicely done. Oh, Frontier, you have outdone yourselves again. Hello? Yay! Was that it? How do I get a higher score than that? Yeah, nice try. I'll have another go later. I'm stuck in a wall. Alright. Okay, so that's pretty good for a first episode. We are going to keep playing this shortly, and hope you guys enjoyed it. That's our first real good look at the shooting rides, this one being the Ghostbusters one, and the quick draw is really pretty similar to that. I do intend to do, like, as soon as I figure everything out about it, I do intend to do a tutorial on exactly how to set up the shooter rides, so you guys hopefully look forward to that. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this new style of ride. So I think we're doing pretty okay despite getting some penalties from Mr. Walter Peck at 23,000. So we've got some good money coming in. Probably need to put in some new shops and stuff like that. But in any case, I'm going to end this one here. Feel free to like or comment, and if you want random updates from my little world of art and gaming, subscribe. If you are enjoying the channel and are interested in helping us out, check out my Patreon. Thank you so much to my current patrons. That's all for now. Bye!